18 days ago, I went in for surgery. It was quite brutal because you spend 2 nights in ICU. I had a BP cuff, I had this, the saturation thing on my finger. I had a main line, I had a central line. Oh, and those things on your legs that keep going like this to make sure that there's blood flowing from you up through the veins so you don't get DVT. So not a comfortable experience. After that, you go off to surgical wards. I spent 5 nights at surgical ward, and all I really did was lay down, ate, tossed, turned, went to the loo, lay down. Then the physios would come once or twice a day and they'd make you get up. Even after day 1, I was already standing. Then the second day, you just like shimmy across to a little area, and then you shimmy back, so it's not particularly impressive. By the 3rd day, you walk up these little stairs about this high kind of thing, just to get used to walking on stairs again. Then they also start you on exercises where you have to like raise your legs, and then you have to do nerve stretching exercises. You have to do abdominal exercises. You have to open up your hips and massage your sacrum. It's quite remarkable how quickly you recover. So one of the things I believe helps a lot is if before surgery you actually go in pretty relatively strong around your core and also being flexible, because if you can bend from your knees, then you don't bend your back. And when it comes to support, okay, I live alone, so it's a little bit different. So I created a group and I just kept everybody up to date with what was going on in hospital and how I was feeling. A lot of friends actually made pre-made meals for me in little Tupperware, and I stuck them into the freezer. And every now and again people pop around with ready-made meals, and of course my obligatory bottle of Shiraz. Life without Shiraz would be so sad. Get somebody to come in. If you regularly walk your dogs, maybe ask them to walk your dogs for you, because you're not going to be able to, because if you get pulled or anything like that, it's just not worth the risk, Get people to come in and help you clean or whatever. Just don't be afraid to ask for help, You've got 6 weeks to recover, and the less you do to damage yourself again, the better off you'll be in the long run. BLT, to most of us that means bacon, lettuce and tomato, but not when you've had neurosurgery. BLT stands for do not bend, lift or twist, right? So for 6 weeks, you're going to be very aware of the movements that you do. As you can see, I'm now wearing my brace that they fitted on me. So I kind of, as you can see, it just protects your spine so that it just reminds you not to be all gung-ho and think you're okay. So it kind of just holds you back a little bit. Another thing you can get before you come home is one of those raised toilet seats, because if your flexibility is not that great, you're going to find it very difficult to actually go down onto a toilet seat. So it's about this high that it just pops on top of a toilet seat, and you can use that. Luckily I didn't need to do that because I'm pretty flexible already. Other things that were quite handy is obviously you're not going to bath, you're going to be showering. So this is a fabulous thing that you can use to reach your feet. Because you can't actually reach your feet, so you want to actually give them a little bit of a scrub, so you use this. Okay, this little guy is fabulous for picking up something that you dropped on the ground, and you can pick it up. I found this very handy when I did a load of washing, so I could actually reach into the washing machine and grab it and then go and hang it outside. Another handy little thing is just a broomstick, and I just stuck a prop on the end of it, and it's just nice. So if you do go down, you can hold on to this to help you come back up again. So it's just an extra leg or an extra way of being able to lift yourself off the ground if you do by any chance get stuck down there. Okay, so these are just a few little tips. Another thing you can do is make sure, like in the bathroom, that everything is kind of at eye level, that you don't have to bend down. It's the same as in the kitchen. Make everything higher, okay? So it's accessible. You don't have to bend to get something out the lower drawer, like a pan or something like that. The bedroom also, you're obviously not going to be lying on a flat mattress down on the ground. You're going to at least try and get one that's pretty easy to get on and off, okay? The living room also, try and remove lots of rugs, because you also don't want to be tripping on rugs. Another thing I find with shoes, if you can handle it, I think rather don't wear any shoes, because shoes kind of give you that, they take away a lot of your proprioception. So rather wear, like, if you have to wear something, I don't know, I'm still a bit skeptical. I like my fit flops because they're very good. The heel's slightly higher than the toes, and they fit firmly on your feet. Those are really good as well. But people that walking around in slippers and that, you're going to slip and you're going to fall again. I do find that when I'm lying down, which I'm doing a lot of still, because I think your body is really taken a whack to heal. But yesterday when I actually walked around the block with my little walking stick, I felt by the end of it I was quite tired, but that's to be expected after being lying around for 2 weeks. One of the most important things they also teach us is to do a log roll or a barrel roll. So that just shows you how to get up from the bed, okay, correctly without injuring your back. That's the one thing that we had to learn to do. As I said, the other things that we did was just lying on your back and then lifting one leg up like 10 times, okay? And then the other leg up and down for 10 times to your tolerance, as high as you can or can't go, okay? Then you take your leg up again and you dorsiflex your foot like this a couple of times, like 10 times. And what that does is it's like flosses the nerves going through your spine and across to the other side. You repeat it to the other side, okay? Then what you do is you just lie with your knees bent and you literally pull your belly button towards your spine and you release it. It's not a big movement. It's literally just to get the core to engage, right? Then both knees bent, and slowly you just drop the knees to one side till you feel you mustn't go into pain. And again, same thing to the other side, again without pain. And you just repeat this again for 5 times. And that's again just to start getting movement occurring so that all the muscles that are now going to be fused on the side of your spine still have stimulation where they can continue to work, right? And that's the main thing that I think will help you recover a lot faster if you do these every single day, even twice a day. It's imperative. So today I had my 18-day post-op visit at the neurosurgeon, and he showed me the x-rays and all the pins and the rods that he put into my spine. And I said to him, like, was it really as bad as it looked on the MRI? And he said, absolutely, and that's why I operated, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. I'll visit him again, but he's very happy with the way I've progressed. There are a couple of little residual things, like a little bit of numbness in my left foot, but that's because the nerves are still healing. So it takes a while before the nerves and everything have regenerated and have healed properly. You can imagine it's a pretty major surgery. So you got to see this as an investment in yourself, because having had surgery, I realize it's a huge privilege. It's not just something that I had done. It's like there are a lot of people in the world that cannot have this surgery. So I'm very grateful.